Straight up, what are the best high ticket sales, industries, niches, and offers that you can sell for to get to the top 1% of the space as quickly as humanly possible? Before I give my opinion on this, if you're new to the channel, my name is Connor and I've helped 63 plus people get into this space and earn 10K a month from complete scratch, most of which had zero prior sales experience. We had 2 people do that just last month. We have 4 people cooking coming into the month of March for hitting their first 10K a month. So I'm very experienced in saying this, and my opinion is very valid and recently up to date with what's actually working super well in the industry. Before I tell you the exact specific niches that I'm seeing a massive hockey stick growth and a massive uptrend and momentum, you first need to understand the difference between non-ROI offers and ROI offers. When you're selling for different offers in the high ticket sales industry, they're going to come under the main 3 categories. So health, wealth, and relationships. It's improving someone's quality of life in regards to those 3 main core areas. Now, with non-ROI offers, what you're selling is a product that is going to allow a prospect or an individual to solve their problem, a client, customer to solve their problem, that they don't get an immediate ROI benefit from. I'm going to give you 3 examples, 2 light ones, 1 strong one. So let's say that you're selling procrastination coaching. You're helping people overcome their massive procrastination that is hindering multiple areas of their life. If you charge $5,000 as a service, it's much harder for someone like that to justify an ROI or a purchase like that. The friction is there because, again, they're not seeing an immediate ROI to that. And you're also going against years and years and years of programming and conditioning in a 45-minute to 60-minute sales call as to the problem they're dealing with, which is chronic procrastination. Secondly, let's say, for example, dating coaching, you're helping someone find their dream partner. People in that scenario just aren't going to justify a $5,000 to $6,000 investment in their mind quite as heavily as someone who is making an ROI and is benefit and making money as a byproduct of solving the problem. Another example, which is more strong example, is fitness. Let's say that you are selling, again, a service or program that's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, which I've had a lot of clients do in the past, previous and present. You're trying to sell and unwind 10, 20, 30 years of bad habits, behaviors, conditioning, someone who's overweight in most cases for fitness coaching that you'd be selling, I'm guessing. And you're getting them to pay you thousands of dollars, go through physical pain, eat foods they don't like, give up foods that they do, stop doing and enjoying activities that they, like going out drinking or like going to the cafe with friends, going out to restaurants. It's a difficult sale, right? It's a really, really difficult sale. And whilst it's still possible and people still make great money selling fitness, it's just way more challenging. And as a sales rep, you're fighting an uphill battle for practically no reason, and you're choosing to struggle. On the other side, you have ROI focused offers where someone can solve their problem and make money as a byproduct. Just a few examples. So one, you can obviously go the make money online route, which a few of you that might turn you off, but it's totally okay because that's just one very small subsection of the market, being like helping someone make money with Amazon FBA or drop shipping or whatever else it is. You can sell those types of products, and again, people learn a skill, they pay 5 to 10 grand to do it. And yeah, it's just a much easier sale in general. Or another example is you could help a business fix their lead generation issue, whether it be quantity or quality, and be able to help them scale their business because they can help more people, speak to more people, and get more clients and customers. Therefore, again, their business grows as a byproduct, therefore it's an easier sell. Therefore, you can sell more expensive stuff, being like 10, 15, 20 grand packages. Like I've sold packages for anywhere between 20 to 30K plus for done for you packages, whether it be business consulting packages for like 30K masterminds, or again, 30K done for you agency marketing packages. I've sold both the same, and they were way more easy to sell than other things that I've sold in the past that were non-ROI applicable. The main advantages of selling ROI offers are going to be the fact that people pay more to solve their problems. Again, higher ticket, which means more commissions for you and less sales you have to make. Usually somewhat more intelligent and rational prospects, being that, again, usually going to be easy to sell to. Not always, but again, in more B2B offers that are more higher ticket, that definitely is the case. And then I would say, again, just more more justifiable to the prospect. It's just a much easier sale in general from my own personal experience and from what I've seen with my clients. So without further ado, let me share with you the top industries that my top clients are selling right now. The first one is business opportunity vehicles or investment vehicles, or otherwise known as BizOp, for people who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and that general demographic. I'm going to give you a specific example from one of my clients, Ryan, but the reason why this is so hot right now and the reason why it's working so well is, if you're in your teens or early 20s, a lot of you probably watching this right now don't really have 10, 15, 20 grand liquid just sitting around to just spend just because, right? And when you're in your 30s and 40s and 50s, you've had more earning window, you've lived around longer, you've had a longer standing career, so you can take more risks and you have more money to spend. And so there are different investment vehicles where people of that age or demographic can put their money in better places so they can make more money on the side, either as a side hustle or a passive income on the side. They want to make an extra 1, 2, 3 grand a month to help with their bills, what have you, right? There's a number of different vehicles out there that exist that are doing that, but that's absolutely crushing it right now for a number of different clients. But again, give you an example. So one of my clients, Ryan Stokes, he was able to do 41,000 Australian dollars in straight commission. So that's like 30,000 USD in October, where he is selling an Airbnb arbitrage offer. So long story short, what they do is they help people who are, again, in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and beyond, who have a bit of money to spend to acquire properties or sublet. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but long story short, they make profit from Airbnb. And that audience that they attract is, again, more of that older demographic. I believe they charge $10,000 plus, upwards to $15,000 for the packages they offer. So you do the math, the higher the ticket, the easier the sell, the more money that people have. It's just a much easier process for you as a sales rep in general. So that is number one on the list. Second one on the list is anything to do with AI, or making money with AI, or learning skills with AI. So the reason why this is so popular right now, and I know it's broad, I'm going to give you a specific example here in a second of a client. Anything to do with AI at the moment, there's a huge fear narrative worldwide that AI is going to replace all our jobs, which, granted, given recently has replaced a lot of people's jobs. And so a lot of people want to utilize it to their benefit, and they want to learn how to, again, take advantage of the AI wave of this new technology. Just the same as when the internet came around, a lot of people wanted to take advantage of it back in 2016, 2017. That was when high ticket sales or the info industry was birthed. A lot of people took advantage of it back then because there was less competition. So there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of trend and momentum around the niche. And one of my clients, Jake, did 17K USD as his highest month. I believe it's upwards of 20 to 25K USD a month, and I'll fact check that and maybe put it somewhere on the screen just for proof there. But let's go with 17K for now. He's crushing, he's doing super well on that offer at the moment. And yeah, it's just a great industry to be in overall. The third really good industry right now in 2026 is trading coaching, or helping people get into trading. Now, there's a number of reasons why I think this is popular at the moment. I think lower barrier to entry, but also attracts a lot of demographic who are into gambling, because gambling is such a really big problem in today's world. It's pretty much everywhere you go, everyone's gambling, everyone's promoting gambling, and trading is it's just a highly sophisticated version of gambling. That's really all that it is, right? And so a lot of people are granted and given attracted to the opportunity. And again, people will pay very high prices, $10,000, $15,000 to get trained and educated in this skill set. And thus, again, you can make more money. It's an easier sell. And yeah, just a lot of people are buying into that narrative at the moment. It's a really, really uptrending industry. Got a client, Daniel, that did 48K in Australian dollars in commissions. So 34K USD or thereabouts. I think he's 22. I've got his appointment setter, Bailey, who did 22K Australian in commission setting for Daniel on the same offer and opportunity. I've got another client, Peter, that's done over 50K a month Australian dollars in commissions. So again, 35K USD or thereabouts, I believe. The conversions, I don't know if that's correct or not. Consistently crushing it month in, month out. So trading is really popular at the moment. And again, I think that's just because of the narrative of gambling and low barrier to entry. And I just that's my reasons why I believe it's popular. And again, it just does super well. And the fourth and last one is career transition coaching. Now, there is a number of reasons why this works so well, but to keep a long story short, without all the fancy jargon and whatever else, career transition coaching, whether or not it's helping someone learn to code to get into tech, or get a job in tech sales, for example, or it could be helping someone learn cybersecurity. This is something that I've personally sold myself for $5,000. I think they charge $10,000 for it these days in Australia, and they have great financing programs. There's a number of reasons why this works so well. One, there's a lot of trust. I mean, no one's going to really go against the grain of learning to code or get into tech or do software engineering, because it's a very well-known normal thing. There's a lot less friction to selling that, and it's more widely accepted rather than like learning how to do Amazon FBA or do dropshipping or something like that. On top of that, a lot of these companies, because of legitimacy with them, they have great access to finance, which is buy now, pay later options for customers and clients. So you can get a lot of cash collected, sell high ticket. These things usually cost around like $10,000 plus, and the friction is very, very low to get into it from a financial perspective, as well as the TAM is massively large, being the total addressable market. There's a lot of people who want to change careers and who want to make more money and have more flexibility, and these roles adapt to that very well. I have Jax that did 63K Australian dollars in commissions last month at 19 years old. I've got a number of guys, I'll flash them up on the screen. AJ is working on there, Peter, these guys, no, sorry, not Peter. Blaine is a manager in that offer. There's a lot of people that have crushed it in that space alone with career transition coaching, and are doing really, really well, better than most of the industry are doing anyway, like the top 1% of the industry as a whole. There you have it. Those are some of the niches and industries that are working insanely well for my top grossing clients in the high ticket sales industry right now in 2026. Now, as a caveat, does your industry and does the niche that you work in, is that like the sole thing that's going to make you successful? Absolutely not. But if you can ride with the wave and ride with the momentum of a trend, you're going to do really, really well in this space, a lot faster than you would just selling any run-of-the-muck offer. It's not the be-all end-all, but it definitely is something. Let me tell you that. It's a quote from Warren Buffett, which is, it doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat that you're in. If you're in a better boat, you're going to go a lot faster and a lot more efficiently, right? I'd rather fight with the grain rather than against it. So hopefully you found some value in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.